Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well this morning. It's a rough day here so far. Tashir has been having some issues, and we're dealing with them. Um, we look like we're doing really good, and then we backslide. So Tashir is here with me, and I'm keeping an eye on her. She is on monitor. So just let you know that. So I did a video yesterday. Oh, here, let me pick her up for a second. Come here. Let's show everybody. Oh, how big you are. Oh my gosh. She is getting so big. You're getting big. Yeah, I heard your gut gurgle. Yeah, I heard it. I know. Your belly feels bad. But anyway, look at her. She is like a Swiffer. Her hair, her fur picks up everything. Are you biting yourself now? That's good. Instead of biting me, huh? But anyway, I'm going to let her down because she is super, super furry and I'm hot and she's just sticking to me. So anyway, let's talk about a few things. I did a video yesterday, and it's really hard to stay focused on each topic as I go. So I have my notes here, and I'm going to directly read from them. Okay? So we're going to start off with trolls. Trolling. Now, when I was a kid, the only thing I knew trolling was being in a boat and trolling the boat for fishing, right? Okay. Trolling has now got a different definition. If you are the one following a channel and you always comment on that channel in a derogatory, negative, or combative way every single time, you are trolling that person, that YouTube channel. That would be you being a troll. I mean, that's what it is. So, to everyone who trolls me, I'm fine with it. But don't get mad when it comes around and bites you in the butt, because that's on you for going to the channel that you're trolling. Period. All right. I don't troll channels. Um, if I don't like if I don't like them, I rarely comment on channels that I watch. I watch some that I'm not subscribed to. I watch most that I am subscribed to, but I make certain that the people that I'm commenting on their channel, it's positive. Okay. I don't go to an adversarial channel and post comments that are combative or in contrary to. That's their channel, that's their platform, and if that's their opinion, that's the information that they have gathered, then that's on them. Hold one moment. Dog drama. Big girls in their kennels, Tashir outside of their kennels. There's always drama there. Just saying. So I have to keep an eye on that. But I don't do that. I don't go to a channel that has an opposing opinion or opposing facts or where they lie or spread propaganda. And I don't go to their comments and tell them how wrong they are or that they're lying or that they're trying to spread misinformation. And on that note, I was called out when I made a video this past winter. Um, and I spoke about the Medicaid and Social Security cuts and the VA cuts before the bill was passed. Now the bill is passed, and now you're seeing the cuts. Okay. They've told you that only these people are going to get cut. You've heard your president say that none of that's going to get cut, and yet you see cuts. But anyway, I took down my video and apologized for that and made a subsequent video that explained why and how I had misspoken. So, with that being said, if I am called out and I am wrong, yes, I will admit it. I can admit when I'm wrong. I don't just push forward and forget what I have said incorrectly. Okay? So, number one, that's some kudos there because I see influencers every day that throw out lies, you know, he or she's a he, they're eating the cats and dogs, um, just craziness, and they never go back and address that they have found out that it wasn't true. They leave it. That's a lot like medical records, okay? When I was going to the clinic that was involved with my work, which I would never recommend doing that because I'm going to tell you your care is going to go down and they will release their findings to your employer. So I don't I don't like that. But when I got hurt, I was going to a lot of different places. I needed help. My spine was hurting. I was having these massive headaches. I still hear what I call metallic crickets in my head. And they were charting things that they weren't finding. And then I would go get an MRI, or then I would go get a CAT scan, and I was proving them wrong. But do they go back into their notes and change it to where, hey, she was complaining of this and we didn't think it was right. But since then, on date whatever, on the MRI or on the CAT scan, we found a situation that might be causing what she's talking about. They don't do it. I went through a lot when I had my injury. I went to all kinds of crazy stuff because workman's comp was trying to prove that I was lying. So they would send me to places, and then those people would confirm through tests that I wasn't lying. And that was the whole premise of it. She's lying. And so when you look at your medical records, they don't go back and say, hey, she was right. This is what was going on, or this was what she was talking about. They don't do that. So your medical records are going to reflect all kinds of craziness. Even if you have found out that what you were saying wasn't crazy, it was real. So I always stand up and say, you know what? I was wrong. That's who I am. I have a dog crying in there, but it's because the puppy probably has something she wants. What'd you do? Were you bad? Probably. That's okay. So, my self value. Where do I get my self value? Number one, hey, you're not stealing my shoe. Come back here. Trying to steal my shoe? Get out of here. Get out of here. You can't have my shoe. No. No. She growled at me. I don't know if you heard that or not. But anyway, my self value. I don't need anyone to make me feel value. I don't need anyone to devalue me because they have a different opinion. I don't care about that. You can have a difference of opinion. That's fine. But when you are presented with facts, there's no opinion about it. It's either fact or it's your opinion. When you try to say that something is fact and it is your opinion, you may be proved wrong because the facts, they don't care about your opinion. So my self-value of being one of those people that are going to stand up and tell the truth, admit if I've done something incorrect or have said something incorrect. I mean, Hold on, she's getting into something else. Oh my gosh, I'm going to kill her. I didn't think this was going to go smooth. Okay, so my worth is my worth. If someone else doesn't find value in me, I don't take that personal. You don't have to value me, but I can tell you this household values me, this farm values me, and I value myself. Because I know that if something happens to me, this all falls apart. I mean, it's crumbling right now just because I can't do everything that I want to do, but I keep it moving. Everybody's alive. Everybody's doing what they need to do. So my value has nothing to do with what someone else thinks of me. Christianity in the MAGA movement has shown its cruel head. When I listen to Christians speak about the Bible, Jesus's words, Jesus's teachings, I've never heard that lands are only for certain people and you can only be this certain person to live here. I've never heard that. Slavery is wrong. Even though it's in the Bible, it's wrong. Beating your spouse, your wife, is wrong. But in Christianity, it's not wrong. It's just punishment. The cruelty of Christians in the MAGA movement is very dangerous because they can put away what Jesus tells them and they can be racists, bigots, and inhumane and okay with inhumane treatment. So when I see MAGA Christians spouting, they never touch on the cruelty that we see in this country right now as far as our migrants, our immigrants. Those people that are here working their butts off to survive, to have families, that pay into systems that they don't receive anything back from. And they're being rounded up and put in concentration camps. Women are losing babies. People are being deported that fought in our military. They're a veteran, regardless of where they're from. People who have been here for a very long time are being shipped out. To where? No due process. Christianity within the MAGA movement is very demonic because they're doing demons' work. They're okay with the demon mindset of inhumane behavior, slavery, deportation, hurting and harming people and children, the sick. When I see veterans that are in wheelchairs being handcuffed, zip stripped, and taken out of the Capitol, there's something wrong with that. When I see U.S. citizens having their window and their car bashed out, jerked out, put in a van and taken away until it's found out that they are an American citizen veteran, that's wrong. But you never hear the MAGA Christians say that this is wrong because they want this to be a white country. And that's not at all being Christian. My spirituality is my personal thing. It's personal. But I can tell you that my spirituality would never change or allow for cruelty to be a part of my mindset, my value. I value myself more than allowing myself to devalue others. I cannot accept white racists. I cannot accept an agenda where those things that they spout that they are very evil ideas, thoughts. in actions. As a patriot to my country and my Constitution, I can't be okay with unconstitutional behavior. I heard MAGAs for all last year. I'm a patriot. And I was like, no, you're not. Well, they're not. They're not a patriot because they're not constitutional. And that's what a patriot is. The Declaration of Independence from a king and all of the laws that are put into the Constitution, I blame the Supreme Court for everything. And I blame it all on them. I blame the Republican conservative MAGA party for allowing a criminal to be our president. But the Christianity part really, really bothers me because I can guarantee you that Jesus would not be happy with how the immigrant, the stranger, is being treated. Human beings. They're human beings. Feelings, thoughts, family, children. And you're okay with that being destroyed and for them to be treated like animals. I will never ever understand that. I think I got most of this off my chest. We'll see, because I have a lot to do today. You have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Remember, immigrants are not demons. They're human beings. And when you hear Christians that will not address the cruelty because they like it, they like the fact that these people are going to be taken away out of their country and treated like animals. And many people have died in ICE detainment. That's something to think about. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I've got a lot to do. Bye, y'all.